Good morning. I often will share a message in these video clips that is connected to the weekend sermon. But today I want to just share a prayer. I think this is a good time for all of us to take a deep breath and to pray. And this morning I want to pray a prayer that many of you are familiar with, the Lord's Prayer. You may know a different version of it than me, but if you are familiar with that prayer, I'm going to ask you to join me in sharing that prayer. And I'm going to intentionally slow it down so that we are thinking deeply about the words that we are saying and recognizing what our confession is and what our request is as we are saying it. So let's take a moment to quiet our hearts and our minds and then share the prayer that Jesus taught us to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Holy is your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses. Forgive me of my trespasses as I forgive those who trespass against me. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. You may not know the words to even pray today, but Jesus can hear the deep groans, the sighs, the cries from our hearts, our minds, and our spirits. And he can connect with them. He understands. The calling to follow Jesus is not easy. It's more than just arriving at a worship service. It is a call to follow Christ and living out the fruits of the Spirit. An emphasis on loving God above all and loving the neighbor as ourselves. And that isn't just the neighbors that we want to agree with or that we want to be on our side. That is every human being on earth. Lord knows I need help with that. But we can't wait for God to produce a miracle. We need to start living out the calling that we confess as Christians. Not to attack publicly those who we disagree with, but to pray for them. To be respectful for one another. To want to see the other one blossom and flourish as much as ourselves. To hold accountable to those very principles that we confess. And to stand for justice, that all would be treated equally. If you have a prayer request that is a burden on your heart and your shoulders, your mind today, feel free to share it in the comments below, and I will include that in my prayers today as well. God bless you. I hope that you're able to find some peace today, some peace that will drown out the tinderbox that might be smoldering within us. God's peace to you. Goodbye.